Try again.
Hello.
Nobody heard the pirate joke.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever in the world you are. Welcome to Pair Dogs Gaming, where you missed everything I just said.
That's okay. They missed the first 20 minutes of stream, too.
Indeed. Suffice it to say, technical problems, pirate jokes, and now we're talking D&D because we can't get the damn capture equipment to work. Because I guess nobody makes quality, long-lasting equipment.
Oh, of course not. Why would they?
Because that's not profitable.
Also, we do have ads enabled on the channel. Subscribers get to skip ads.
Subscribe. Help us buy new equipment so that we can actually bring you the content we promise.
And the content that you actually like. But today we're talking D&D because that's one of my favorite things to talk about. Bear Dogs Man, not so much, maybe. But I like it, and I'm running the stream, so what I say goes.
We like it.
One of us likes it considerably more than the other. But you're the DM. Drive the boat.
So, since you are the only one of my group of players who has deigned to give unto me...
Anything?
Pretty much anything. So you've given me a list of NPCs that are important.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about them.
Okay, so 1 second while I pull those up. Sorry, I'm tweeting right now.
Rage tweeting?
No. Hashtag Dungeons and Dragons if I can fucking spell and I can't. 5e. Tweet. Alright. So, which NPC would you like to hear about? Because I got a couple.
Well, go down the list.
Oh, fuck. You want to do the list. Alright, so my character Arya, probably the most influential person in her life was Master Aisling. For various reasons. I mean, the Order of the Fallen Tier, Blood Hunter Order, Aisling always felt, and it has been proven to be fairly male-dominated. Thank you for the Binks raid!
Thank you. Raid's appreciated.
It's the first Binks raid we've gotten in months. So thank you so much, you guys.
Must be because of our new addition to the family.
Who knows?
80s Binks.
No, Binks is a service that raids streamers periodically.
I understand. I'm trying to make a joke because...
Oh, sorry.
Hades' previous name was Binks.
Guys, we have a kitten!
We do. Hades, do you want to come sit on Daddy's lap? And...
Hades Binks!
No.
No, he's looking out window. Okay.
He's got window stuff.
Yeah, window stuff. So, Aisling always felt that the Order of the Fallen Tier was fairly male-dominated. And she's right. I mean, there's a lot of dudes that just want to go hunt monsters. Whether for fame, fortune, what have you. Whatever their reasoning, it's a bunch of dudes, I'm sure there are orders that have different ratios of men and women. I'm sure there are orders that have non-binary folks, and that's wonderful. This particular order is fairly male-dominated, though. I don't want to go into, the demographics of each order.
Yeah, that's my job.
Yeah, I know. So... But, are we... Hi, Jigoku no Niiku.
Welcome.
I don't know the rest of your username, but I do know one of those words, Jigoku. I know that one is hell.
Oh, nice.
So, I appreciate it. And welcome to the stream! What was I... Wait. Okay, stream is...
nominated.
No, I was looking for the viewer storm stuff. Anyway, yes. Welcome, Random Nico.
Random Nico.
So, Aisling came to the Order of the Fallen Tier. Usually, like, I have the feeling that, like, she passes through different orders. Just kind of like a, hey, how you doing? Do you need any more help?
Oh.
This is the newest addition to our family. This is Hades. He's a 1.5-year-old little boy who loves annoying all the other pets. Oh, TT mad. Oh, TT mad. Look at that face, Papa.
Dina, you could have had this.
Don't guilt trip her. She has mommy.
Oh, the purrs.
No, Dabib. That's it. This is the stream. Welcome. So I feel like Aisling just, passed through a lot of the orders. Hey, do you need any help? Like, are you undermanned? Do you need an extra sword? Just... And then about, 19-ish years ago, there was a young tiefling child that joined the order. Well, didn't join the order, but, was adopted by the order and later joined the order as a full-fledged member. And Aisling decided, you know what, I don't trust a bunch of dudes to raise a baby. I'm gonna chill here for a hot second, Okay, guys, call off my contracts. I'm staying here for a hot minute. Give me the fucking baby.
Baby needs a mama.
Yeah, so Arya knows that Aisling isn't her mom, all beeps. But she knows all of that. She knows that she was adopted by the Order. It's not, that's not one of the points of conflict.
Mm-hmm.
But she definitely looked up to Aisling as like an older sister type, who taught her many things about, if you see this monster, here's what you do. If you see this monster, run. Never go up against this monster with any fewer than 4 people. Just monster
tips and tools.
Tips and tricks, yeah. Aisling helped her study, helped all kinds of things, probably taught her specific points on some types of monsters. Like, if you really want to hurt them, go here. Like, if you get caught and you have to run away, stab here and don't look back. So Aisling, very important to Arya growing up, and still important to her. But Aisling has since left the Order, just going about her business like, hey, I'll see you. CXR Linux, how you doing? Welcome to the stream.
Welcome indeed.
So yeah, she's like, listen, I gotta pick up my contracts again. I gotta leave the area for, a completely undisclosed reason.
So entirely possible that you will encounter her at some point.
Arya hopes to. Like, Arya isn't hunting Aisling by any means. She knows that she has her own life, and that, and even she could run into Aisling for, like, level ups for things like, hey, I can't go back to the Order right now. It's really far away. Can we talk?
Mm-hmm.
So, whatever. But then Aisling is friends with a couple of people, and I don't know what order you want to make them a part of. They could all be in one order. They could be spread across orders. Really makes no difference to me. But some of the important NPCs that I've crafted, there is Master Matthias, or Matthias, however you prefer. Mm-hmm. He is a human blood hunter, male, whatever order you deem appropriate. Master Matthias is a just one of Ashling's allies that she has. I don't know a whole lot about him, honestly.
Okay, so
He's just a dude. I like to think of him as like the one of the heads of the Order of the Fallen Tier, but you may decide otherwise, and that's 100% totally okay.
But he is just otherwise.
He's just a human male, just a dude.
Yeah. Some level of mastery
in
the art.
Yeah. He is. I like to picture him as being like one of Arya's teachers. Like, Matthias teaches alchemy, the other one teaches, like... I like to think that these are all people that Arya grew up with. Hey, Char!
Char!
Welcome to the stream! We're having technical difficulties, as always.
Yeah.
Oh, we're a little quiet. Oh, heck. How do I fix this? Is this any better? Trying to fix it. I have no idea how that's gonna work.
Slink.
Oh, good. Okay, that's better. So, everyone, welcome Hades to the family. He's a sweet little boy. But yeah, like all of Ashling's allies, I like to think are at least have stopped by the Order of the Fallen Tier at least once, and that Arya also knows them. As far as, if I need help, go here. If I need help with, like, chemistry, talk to this person. If you need help with poison, talk to this person. There may be some fast typing on this stream.
Hades is holding my hand. Like, no, you don't get to do anything but show me affection.
So, definitely some fast typing. If I'm at the wheel, there's usually some fast typing. Is he just on his back noodling?
Yeah. He is not a Bubbus. He is a noodle.
He's definitely a Bubbus.
He's a noodler.
A noodler. Noodle.
He has claimed one hand as a pillow, one hand as a blanket.
Oh, here comes Ares. Ares says, Daddy, what is in your lap? Papa.
Now he's hiding behind the TV.
Oh, baby. So yeah, I figure most of these people, Arya at least knows in some capacity. I feel that I like to think that they're all in the Order of the Fallen Tier for one reason or another, Yeah. So there's the human male blood hunter, Master Matthias, who does whatever you say he does. There's Master Quaking Mountain, who's a male tabaxi barbarian, who probably teaches some level of combat. Which I think is just fantastic. He's those melanistic jaguars?
Yeah.
That's the kind of tabaxi he is. Where he's got the black fur, but you can still see like the leopard or the jaguar pattern on his fur, and yeah, he's a cool dude. He speak softly, carry a big stick kind of guy. Mm-hmm. Quaking Mountain is a reference in just that, he snores a lot. And so they just call him Quaking Mountain because, by the gods, he snores so loud he can shake the mountains. So the opposite of albino is actually melanism. And he is a melanistic jaguar. Not unlike a panther, but he is specifically a jaguar that just has extra melanin.
Melanistic animals are beautiful.
Oh, melanistic animals are, they're gorgeous.
There's a melanistic alligator crocodile.
There is!
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen it. Hold up.
It's amazing.
More fast typing incoming. Melanistic jaguar. Let me pull up images for that. Oh, this one's a beautiful, beautiful baby. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah. Dismiss. Alright, so random Neko. Here come picture.
Picture time.
Alright, this is not... Don't listen to the picture. It is not a Black Panther. It is very specifically a jaguar that just happens to be black. Because you can still see the spots. Black Panthers, I feel, are just completely different animals. This one has melanism. Hey, Santa Man!
Santa Man.
Omni Strike? Do we have a Final Fantasy fan?
Huh? I mean, it's not exclusive to
No.
Final
I
Fantasy,
know,
but
I know. Ooh, the melanistic alligator is beautiful.
Isn't it? It's just so striking.
And I mean, the black eyes, though, are just what make it. Like, this poor thing is possessed.
Like, you see that thing bearing down on you, you just turn around and drop
Book
down
it.
and prostrate yourself to incoming...
To Master Sobek.
Yeah, like, that's just like watching a god declare your life over. It's like, okay,
Right.
whatever you say.
So, then we have Mistress Ava, who is a Winter Eladrin sorceress. All of her magic is ice-themed. So, like, instead of fireball, I like to think of it as, like, an ice blossom, where it's got, like, those really sharp shards as petals. And it's just kind of like one of those sharp chrysanthemum-type blossoming spells, but of ice, you know.
Yeah, I've got an image.
That's how Yuki's spells are. Y'all abandoned Yuki in the Feywild. But yeah, so just very ice themed. She's a nice person. She's a nice enough person. I would not call her warm. But I'm not saying that because she's an ice sorceress, you know, she's just a cold person. She isn't. She's just dry. She has, like, zero charm, but she's very practical and, you know, everything has a time, everything has a place, everything has its season. And her season is winter. So... And that could be why Arya takes an interest in the Winter Court. I'm just saying. Master Ava probably does a lot of outer plane study, where, you know, she talks about, okay, here are the different paths you can take, here are the, you know, fiends and devils and fae, and here's the different types of creatures you can encounter while you're out there hunting. Here's where they come from. Here's, you know, some information. If you're out in the field and you come across new information, please give it to me. So, I'm not giving Arya encyclopedic access or knowledge. She has access. Mm-hmm. She has the access, 100%. But has she used it?
Right. And has she made an exhaustive study of the resources available to her?
Right.
It's kind of like, does the librarian in the Library of Congress
know everything?
Know even 1/10 of 1% of the collection by heart?
Yeah. So, like, and like, Arya has attended lessons, and, like, she has that basic hunter knowledge, but she hasn't gone for, like, the advanced learning. She hasn't gone into any of the advanced placement, you know. She doesn't have the qualifications yet. So I figure this is kind of like, I kind of feel like as if Blood Hunter class were like school, Arya would be graduating high school, about to go into like Blood Hunter college. Like, here's where your advanced classes are. Here's where you get your really nitty gritty. But before we allow you into college, you need field experience. Go get some. If that makes sense.
Yeah, kind of like a walkabout.
Yeah. Oh my god, that felt so nice. Excuse me though. We are talking about my husband, Bear Dogs Man, is going to be running a D&D campaign, his first one, and my character, I'm playing my first Blood Hunter. She's a 19-year-old purple tiefling named Arya, and she basically has the launch codes to nuclear death for the entire world and has no idea. Like you do.
More like she's carrying around the ignition key.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's fun. So, but yeah, like if Blood Hunter was like school, they'd be like, listen, you're not going to get any jobs without field experience. Go get some and then come back. Tell us what you've learned, like your thesis statement. Tell us what you've learned, and then maybe you'll be ready for advanced classes. Sadly, no dog chill cam. She's upstairs, though, and she just got groomed the other day, and she looks beautiful. But the downstairs isn't ready for her yet.
Yeah, so
but it will be coming.
We're planning on getting the downstairs Padu-proofed here.
That doesn't exist.
As much as possible, so that we can bring her down and put her on camera.
Yeah. So hopefully tomorrow, Padu will be featured on stream. We don't have any. Excuse me. We don't have any extra webcams to put on Padu right now, and my computer does not have the necessary oomph. To power another camera.
Unfortunately, our primary computer that runs the stream
is dying.
Is on its last legs. It's
so sad.
Yeah, it's one of those computers that was built by a particular company
that will not be named.
That we are not going to name.
But higher power, it is not.
Yeah. But long story short, this manufacturer has
fucked us before.
A terrible track record for putting out computers with faulty motherboards that do not operate the cooling system. Like, they don't power the cooling system at all, at least some of the fans, which leads to a dramatic decrease in machine longevity.
Neko, I don't even know what you're asking me. Yes, it is. Our capture card is not currently working, so we cannot capture any Assassin's Creed Valhalla. No, I know what the word specs means, but I don't know where to go to find those. And I don't feel like opening another window that's going to take more power from my computer than it's already using. So it's what, 5 years old?
Yeah, I want to say we got it in 2016.
Because we were in California, right?
Yeah. And I mean, it's got plenty of RAM, it's got sufficient hardware space, it's got a decent graphics card. On paper, it's got decent specs. The problem is the manufacturer who built it, because it's not a custom build, it's a pre-built, prefab computer. The manufacturer...
Alright, I'm in Task Manager.
Who puts this computer out, every single computer we've gotten from them has had the same faulty motherboard issue.
I'm in Task Manager. Neko, what information did you want? Yep, I'm in there. Hey, Chuck Gamer.
Chuck Gamer.
Hi, Austrian nice guy. Welcome to the stream.
Haven't seen you before.
No,
I don't know where that voice came from.
They're from Binks, honey.
Ah, Binks, part of the Binks raid. Gotcha.
Hey, BB. Hi, Rankster. Welcome to the stream. My CPU utilization is at 100%.
Ugh.
My memory is at 88%. It's an Intel i7 6700 CPU at 3.4 gigahertz. It's an i7 6700 is what I just said. And it's at 91% right now. 100%, 93%. Yeah, it keeps going. So.
Much aggravation.
Yeah. Sadly, I don't think it's the CPU that's the problem. It's everything else. No. The cooling problem comes from the fact that my cat likes to sit on top of it.
Well, that doesn't help, but the main cooling problem is that the motherboard literally does not put power to the fan.
Yeah.
The main cooling fan.
Yeah. So, but in any case, we will be getting a new one probably next year.
So right now, the only fan, in fact, since we bought the computer, the only fan that has worked has been the CPU fan.
Yeah. But yeah, there's no point in diagnosing it right now, because we're pitching this at the earliest convenience. What the fuck, dude?
Huh.
Is our stream running ads like every 3 minutes? I have no idea what's going on. Hey, Fra, 7 on.
Welcome.
Welcome to the stream.
Pretty much just a chatting D&D stream.
Well, yeah. This is what we got. I put campaign planning in the tags, so no misrepresentation here.
And of course, a very cuddly kitty.
Very cuddly. What do you want? So. Oh, very cuddly kitty. But
so,
yes.
Other characters.
Yeah. So we went over. Oh god. This is a Trovo stream. It had better not be a Trovo stream.
What?
Oh, yeah, okay, no, I talk D&D on Trovo on Tuesdays. But right now it's featuring Bear Dogs Man. Which is fine. The last NPC that I had is Maester Quill, because they are non-binary. So we have usually Master or Mistress and Maester.
Bless you.
Maester Quill, thank you, is a non-binary Kenku rogue arcane trickster. Their name is not Quill. Their name is the sound of a quill scratching on paper. But they're kind enough that they understand not everyone can do perfect mimicry, and they will tolerate being called Quill instead.
Kenku.
So Maester Quill is well versed in various lore, in history. They're usually the go-to for hey, do you remember what happened like 20 years ago? Yes? Yes? And then they can go and find the book and like flip exactly to the page.
Memory.
Yeah, they have an excellent memory. I would say they have the keen mind feat for like photographic memory of the past 30 days. They always know where north is, all those perks of keen mind for sure.
Right.
And then just also being Kenku and having a propensity, like just...
Yeah.
Maester Quill loves books. Books have been a way for them to escape not being able to say what they want to say. They learn to read, they learn to write. It's been an uphill battle the whole way. But they've made it. And they're now an esteemed maester at a Bloodhunter order, doing what they want to do with their life. Stretch!
Oh, that hurts.
I know, honey.
Oh, so many pops and cracks.
Yeah. How often is this stream running fucking ads? It says every 15 minutes. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, sure. Save. Continue. So yeah, that's everybody. That's all I have. Master Matthias, Master Quaking Mountain, Mistress Ava, Maester Quill. That's who I have. For notable NPCs that are Ashling's allies.
Okay.
Master Quaking Mountain is really just one of those laid-back folks. Like, you can often find him sleeping in the courtyard. Just
Of course.
which is the place that Arya loves to go play, when she was a kid, and she found the hidden door in the bushes.
So I have this image in my head that he struggles to rage on his own. Like, he needs an external reason to rage. He doesn't have that internal rage.
Okay, but you know what his voice...
And so when he wants to rage, he needs someone to tell him, "Hey, Master Quaking Mountain, I hear lunch is going to be late today."
Oh, that would definitely work. But the voice that I have pictured for him, I know you know the exact dude I'm talking about. The guy from The Finder.
Yep, I knew that was going to be him before you even...
It has to be him. I forget his name. I know he passed away. And I was very sad because he just had one of the most beautiful voices. But the guy from he's been in so many other things.
He was in The Island. He was in...
Yeah, here, let me... Because this is important to me now. I gotta open another fucking web tab.
He was in Sin City.
1 second, guys, so that you can... Hi, baby. So that you can also hear what Master Quaking Mountain sounds like. Isn't it Michael Duncan?
That sounds very close, if not correct.
1 second.
Oh, the noodle wants support.
Oh. The TT wants support. Hey, beautiful. Can you not get on my computer right now? I really wish The Finder had, been an actual thing. I miss it. It's such a good show.
And it ended in such a terrible spot.
I know. There he is. Yeah, this guy. Michael Clark Duncan.
Okay.
As Leo Knox.
Yeah, I thought there might be a Clark in there. Clark or Clarkson.
Yeah. Alright, guys, if you don't know who this actor is, please check him out. Hey, Bubbermain! If you don't know who this actor is, if you want to hear what he sounds like, look up Michael Clark Duncan. he has just one of those calm, reassuring voices, and to me, that's Master Quaking Mountain. He doesn't speak loudly, he doesn't yell.
But his voice has presence.
It carries. He did. Char says he passed recently.
Yeah, a couple years ago.
9 years ago. So not as recently as we remember. Oh, fuck time.
He really died in 2013?
2012.
Excuse me while I demonstrate to the world I can't do math.
Michael Clark Duncan, random nickel. Great actor. Beautiful voice. That's who I picture for Master Quaking Mountain. Just that soft, but firm. Like, you don't want to fuck with him. He's a big dude. And that's Master Quaking Mountain to me. Like, he's just like this. He's
I serve a greater master now.
Well, and like, he's not your typical Tabaxi. He's tall. Like, even on Tabaxi standards, like, he's on Goliath standards. He's just a tall dude.
Like 7.5, 8 foot.
I would almost give him gigantism. But, like, he chose to use it to better the world. Like, you know, it's fantasy world, so gigantism doesn't have to have the physical tolls that normal people get.
Mm-hmm. Or it could have been stabilized through magical beans.
But he is a big dude, like, tall football player. Like, I know there was a football player nicknamed the Fridge. Yeah, Master Quaking Mountain is a buff dude. So, but yeah, and he has his tail that is just he keeps it extra fluffy. But he keeps it, you know, tucked in battle to, you know, for logistics and things. And,
of course. Tail armor.
Probably, if anyone's gonna have tail armor, it's Master Quaking Mountain.
Tail armor with a serpent at the end. With a serpent's head.
Probably. Possibly envenomated blades.
Yeah, like, honestly, I could see that, especially if the tail is prehensile.
It's a tail, of course it is.
Bubbins.
That's Bubbins.
Oh.
Daddy, cuddle.
Oh.
Dad, I'ma sit on your face. Hi, Dad. Hi, Dad.
Oh, what a spoiled beeb. That's okay. He likes streamy time. It's the only time we sit down. But yeah, Master Quaking Mountain is probably one of my favorite NPCs that I've made for your campaign. Mistress Ava is she strikes me as proper. Like, the whole pinky up sort. But she's not snotty about it. She understands that that's how she is, and she accepts that not everyone...
She's proper because she feels that to be her. Her.
But I feel like she talks like this a lot with just the hand, the gestures, and she's not so... Thank you for the follow, Director F!
Thank you very much.
You are a platform on which to clean. But she's very, I don't want to call her flowery. She's not. She has the illusion of being delicate.
That's a dangerous illusion.
But it works for her. And she enjoys it. Mistress Ava kind of likes fucking with people. I would not label her a prankster, but she will take your assumptions and flip them on their head. Or you. She will flip you on your head. It doesn't really matter to her. Mistress Ava just allows people to have their assumptions and is happy to prove them wrong. She's a subtle I told you so type.
Mm-hmm.
where like the boys are bickering, and she's like, I really don't think that's how it works, and they're all like rabble, rabble,
Rabble.
and then when it turns out that she was right, she just kind of gives them that look, and then keeps walking, and they all can hear, I told you so, and they're all ashamed instantly. Like, she has that kind of presence where she doesn't need to say anything and they feel ashamed. Mistress Ava is also, I love all of them. Like, these are by no means characters that I would play, but they're fun. I see them all as having been an adventuring group together, and they were all like, let's retire into a blood hunter order and let's just, keep things together. Let's run a school, Thank you, Fano 23 MTA. But like, I figure they're all like good friends after adventuring.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, hey, so-and-so has a blood hunter order. He's kind of retiring there. He's going to teach new blood hunters. You're really good at history. You're really good at combat. You're really good at like chemistry. Do you want to like come to this blood hunter order as like mentors? And they were like, yeah, we'll help out. What do you mean there's going to be kids? So, that's
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Go ahead and lurk.
Smack me in the face with the back of your head.
Okay. But like, so they're all on good terms, and they all know each other's quirks at some point. Like, this is like my Order of the White Lotus, and I would love to see like their side adventures at some point. But you get to make up stories about things that they've done, and Mistress Ava just sitting in the back in her armchair, prim. One leg over the other, crossed at the knees, sipping her tea calmly, and just coming up with witty one-liners of, yes, that's how the siege happened. Like just, y'all were being idiots, and here's how this happened. Yes, the curse that nearly destroyed a city. Whose fault was that? And just glaring at these people because she told them not to do that. I like to think
if
of...
only someone had said something about releasing the curse held inside the crystal.
Oh, wait. That was me.
It's funny, I had this memory as if in a dream of me saying, don't break the thing.
I believe at one point.
And then there was someone who looked an awful lot like you, who broke the thing.
Yeah, but in not so many words. Oh, if only that charm hadn't been broken. Like, she says a lot, like, as impassive as her face is, she still says a lot with it. If that makes sense, like, through micro expressions. So, she's just that subtle snark.
Mm-hmm.
And I love her. As a teacher, I'm sure she's of the, well, this clearly didn't come from Wikipedia. I can tell. You clearly used a thesaurus for all of this. Like, she's that nitpicky teacher, but who also helps you. Like, she's not going to fail you for...
It's like, I see you did very well citing your sources, but you seem to have neglected to mention your heavy reliance on Wikipedia.
Yes, I can tell that you use Wikipedia. Oh, why? Because I blah, blah, blah. No, because you left the hyperlinks in your essay. Oh. Like, she's not cruel. She's still helpful.
She's subtly blunt.
Yeah. But just, I love her. So, she's a cool lady. I like her a lot. Master Matthias is, I want to say he's the leader of their Blood Hunter Order. He doesn't have to be if you don't want him to be. But he has a prominent position.
If he's not a leader, he's someone that the leader takes.
Yeah, or he's next in line, or, you know, the leader listens to him, certainly. But, Master Matthias is just, he's one of those guys who is legitimately a nice guy. He's a gentleman, but he doesn't go preaching that he's a nice guy. He just is one.
He's just a genuinely decent fellow.
Yeah. You know, he'll hold the door open for people, he'll help, like, oh, do you need help carrying that? Sometimes he won't even ask. He will just take books off of the stack in their arms and then just walk side by side with them and just carry. Especially with Mistress Ava, because he has learned not to ask. He just does. He isn't sure why. He knows the last time he asked, it didn't go well. And he learned that when he didn't just do, it was expected of him. So, he's hedging his bets and he just does now. But he does it out of a genuine concern and love of his friends, of the faculty that he's built in this place. He has taught them everything they know about the Blood Hunter Order. Obviously, he's kept the order-specific secrets secret. But he teaches them, stuff that they want to know. He doesn't hide things at all. If there's stuff that they're not allowed to know, he tells them, hey, I'm sorry, I can't tell you that. And he's very upfront with them. So you know that when Master Matthias is hiding something, it's pretty fucking important.
Bobbins.
Bubbles.
Bubbles.
He sees TT in my chair. Not right now, babes. Not right now. It's cuddle time.
Come on, baby.
It's
boy.
cuddle time.
Come on, baby boy. Daddy loves you.
We may not have chill cam for dog, but we do have a chill cam for Bubbles. Little Hades.
Oh, what a sweet boy.
Little Hades. Sitting on Daddy. Little Hades. Oh, sweet boy. Sweet little boy. There are ads running every 15 minutes? Really? Damn. No, whatever. It is what it is. But yeah, so that's the team of teachers that I've come up with and leadership, and so I mean, if there's anything specific,
could you print them out? Like, not necessarily
not
like
character sheets.
Character sheets, but just like Hades.
He's walking past her. I think he's either coming to Mom or. Thank you, my son.
He wants to make sure we can never turn the TV on again.
Daddy, I'm a sit here.
Oh, he found himself a perch.
Hi, baby. Hi, baby. You're okay. TT, you are also okay, my dear.
My sweet girl. You're my sweet girl.
But yeah, like if you could just print out like one sheet
For all of them?
for all of them.
Just personality and stuff like that?
Yeah. Basic biographical information.
I'm trying to think of that kind of adventuring party. A barbarian, a sorcerer, an arcane trickster rogue, and a blood hunter. It's funny because it mirrors our party that we made. A blood hunter, a wizard, and an arcane trickster rogue. And I did not do it intentionally. I thought of their personalities, I thought of their names, and I was like, what class are they? And I'm like, oh, well, this one's a sorcerer for sure. Completely unintentional. But very funny. And so I kind of want that worked into the story a little bit. Like, oh yeah, we used to be adventurers like you. Then Quaking Mountain took an arrow to the knee. It was one time! And
it was slightly up in the thigh.
And my armor caught it! I would not be surprised if Master Quaking Mountain took a level dip in Monk to catch projectiles. But everyone said, like, it was one of those failed catches, so, like, it still hit him, like, in the hand. Mm-hmm. But he says he caught it, and they say, no, it hit you. And it's been a debate for, like, the past 20 years. Because that just seems like something they would quibble about. It seems like one of those things that would absolutely be an inside joke. He swears he caught it. They say he didn't. Maester Quill uses minor illusion to replay constantly. From, like, as many angles as possible. And they all say, it hit you! Look, there's blood! And Master Quaking Mountain is like, my fur is black as night. You can see nothing. I caught it. So, I mean, that's absolutely something that they would, quibble over. And I love them. I love my little Order of the White Lotus here that I've made. And I want to learn more about them. So, those were my NPCs. That's what I got, honey. What else do you want to know? Ask me anything about your world.
Your characters.
Yeah, but no, like, in all seriousness, just ask me anything about either Arya or any of the teachers, and I can likely answer it. If I can't, I'll make something up, and then I won't remember what I said. And the stream will hold me accountable. So?
I mean, any further questions that are coming up?
Uh-huh.
Would be, like, situational.
Oh, okay.
So, like, I wouldn't know that I needed to know it until I needed to know it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Kind of thing.
Sir. He wants to chew these chopsticks.
He must like Asian cuisine.
He likes wood.
And maybe we can do your session 0.5 here in a little while.
I'd like that because session 1 is tonight. And I'd like to at least get down to the circus or whatever, the exhibition. And if you need me to play as these NPCs for a hot minute, I'll do it, but I don't necessarily want to.
I understand.
Because I
don't foresee the need for you to play your own NPCs.
Oh, good.
That's why I wanted to talk to you about them.
Yeah.
Because I know that you've given it a lot more thought than I have as far as, like, your character Arya's.
But I definitely feel that you get that sense of who these 4 people are. Mm-hmm. They're an adventuring party who's, grown up. Has seen some shit. Master Quaking Mountain, to this day, maintains that he killed a dragon by himself. The only reason the other 3 don't remember is, well, that's none of his business. That's magic stuff.
Watch, it was a wormling, and he has garnered a eternal vengeance quest from its parents.
It's still a dragon, and he still killed it. Still counts. Now, he's not one prone to exaggeration. more embellishment. But he will gently tug and lightly stretch the truth.
So he'll tell you
Oh,
that
yeah,
he killed a dragon. He won't say that it was an epic battle. Just that he did it himself.
The thing with the dragon, he just told me. So, the dragon is the name of a particular drink at a particular bar in BFE that they visited one time. No one else remembers him taking on the dragon because they were passed out drunk. He was on his last mug. It's one of those big, like a tankard for like a half giant.
Mm.
And the drink inside it is called the Dragon. It comes in like a collector's limited edition tankard where it's got like a dragon carved in the handle and like it's got all of this, art around the tankard. Beautiful piece. And if you can drink it all, you get it. And he killed the dragon, but he doesn't have the cup.
Oh no.
And something is telling me that he fashioned it into a warhammer. This mug.
And he broke it?
And something happened. It could be like Deanne, where he just lost it somewhere. And it's still out there in the world somewhere. He has a picture of it. He sketched it. And the opportunity to find it just in the world would actually be really funny.
You get the sense that this is more decorative.
You get the sense that you've heard about this weapon from someone pretty close to you. In fact, you're fairly certain Master Quaking Mountain would really like to have this back. Look at this noodle. Look. In a row.
Oh, Bubbin is glaring at the Bubbas.
We're all friends, right? We're all friends.
No.
Yeah, we're all friends. It's okay.
He's not in your spot or anything. Bub's just like, why did I never think to sit there? What do we got going in chat? Not a lot.
So,
Yes. I love that tankard hammer that I just made.
so I've got some ideas for how the setup is going to go.
Okay.
So
What setup of what, like, just...
well, of like the three of you coming together and meeting.
Okay. Keep in mind,
Mm-hmm.
number one DM rule. No plan will ever survive an encounter with the players.
Which is why I have more guidelines than a firm plan. I've developed characters. I've developed their personalities. Like that's my style. Is I develop I come up with the character, with the NPCs.
Yeah.
I come up with their goals, their values,
Mm-hmm.
And their flaws,
Mhm.
and I let that guide their behavior.
Okay.
So, as opposed to like scripting out an encounter, I create someone with whom you will have an encounter with.
Mm-hmm.
That way, there's nothing to go awry.
Yeah.
It's
But
simply
I mean, you have an
interact.
outline. Yeah, and sometimes you have an outline of, okay,
Yeah,
A,
and
B, C.
Yeah, because like do you remember in Stranger Than Fiction, in the movie Stranger Than Fiction,
Mm-hmm.
there was the literary expert that Will Ferrell's character went to get help, and he explained there are two kinds of action in a story. character-driven action and creator-driven action. So you can stop all character-driven action by simply refusing to act. You can't stop creator-level action. So there will be, creator-driven action that is going to happen regardless of what you, the characters, attempt.
Yeah.
That being said, it's still up to you how to interact with the world in response to that action.
Hades.
So, like, a really big fucking monster. Let's go ahead and take the Tarrasque, for example. The Tarrasque doesn't much give a crap about you any more than a dog does a flea. One flea, not a big deal. Lots of fleas, I'm a bite something.
Hey, baby.
But the Tarrasque, you as the adventuring party don't have a lot of control over.
Oh, definitely
not. That being said, if you know the Tarrasque is in hibernation somewhere, you can go and wake him up if you really wanted to.
Yeah, let's not. Little Hades. You want to cuddle with Mom?
I don't know, Daddy. What do you think? Does he want to cuddle with Mom?
He always wants to cuddle everybody.
Well, he's biting me right now, so...
That's a form of affection from him.
Hi. Bubba's. Bubba's, what... Ow! Ow! Ow!
Too much affection, Bubba's.
Ow!
Hades.
Ow, jeez. Goodness. Mr. Stabby today. Mr. Stabby today. What is going on with you, sir?
I feel like stabbing stuff.
I guess. Goodness. Angry boy. Angry boy. There we go. Man, he stuck his nail in deep. Oof. No blood, just deep.
Pain.
Yeah.
Nice little Bubba. Nice little boo.
Yeah. What else D&D do we want to talk about?
Well, so
You said you have the setup
I
planned out.
have a setup.
Okay.
I just need to get you from
Point A to point B.
Mount Zantka region to Karn's Carnival.
Is that what it's called?
Yep, the purveyor has taken the call Spectrum on Monday and ask.
Reconnection successful.
Oh, fantastic. Sorry for the interruption. I am going to call our internet service provider on Monday and ask them
Are they
what
not?
the hell.
Are they not open today?
Generally speaking, I find that you get better service from the people who are on the week, who are on weeks, or weekdays. That may be an unjust observation, but it's just so frustrating. Like, we haven't had internet fail this much since Appomattox.
Yeah. I would still say let's just call them today.
Okay.
Like, just to make them aware of the problem and like, hey, when's our modem coming? Can we get like a tracking number, please?
Yeah. Or like, why is our service getting interrupted like every 30 minutes? Like, why are we without internet like for 5 out of every 30 minutes?
Something like that, yeah.
Because
at this point, it's just
like
ridiculous.
it's interrupting our
business.
But yeah, I mean it's streaming, but it's still a business. It's still
this
an
is
enterprise.
our business.
But
this is our job. 3 days a week, man.
Hey, Bubba. Hey,
Bubba's.
Hey, babies.
Little Bubba's.
But yeah, I mean, it just like, come on.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Let's have some consistent connectivity here.
Yeah. It's just silly, you know?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, anything else D&D we want to talk about? We were talking about Karn's Carnival.
Yep, so Karn gave himself the name.
Mm-hmm.
Generally speaking, he panders to the lowest of the low.
Mm-hmm. Like you do.
Yeah. Like almost snuff film level entertainment.
Oh.
He is a very, very cruel man.
Of course. And?
Wait.
Success!
We're back?
Yes.
Alright. Yeah, this internet,
This internet sucks.
crap is just... And this is the best service in the area?
Yeah.
Like, for fuck's sake.
I know. So, but yeah.
What's one thing that's American that shouldn't be, or I don't know what those memes are, but just it is amazing to me that like as important as internet has become,
Mm-hmm. Why don't we have anything
why
better?
don't we have like why is it that what we've got is only marginally better than dial-up?
Oh, side note, I forgot to mention, Aisling is a protector Aasimar. Which is why she has that... I believe that her Aasimar spirit brought her to the Order of the Fallen Tier and said, stay here. Wait. Well, what am I waiting for? You'll know. And here comes a tiny purple baby. Being carried by a bunch of dudes. And Aisling's just like, oh dear God, no! I wouldn't be surprised if Aisling was also a member of the original party with Master Quaking Mountain and all of them. So it would be like, what is that, a party of 5?
Mm-hmm.
Good party.
Yeah, good
Barbarian, fighter, sorcerer.
I know for this campaign, y'all could really use a 4th.
Yeah. Want me to put an ad out on Facebook? You get to weed out the people. You can do just a host of one-shots. You know? If
It would take a lot of confidence.
I need to step upstairs for a hot minute. Do you got stream? Can you carry stream?
Honestly, as much trouble as we're having even maintaining connection, as much as I want to continue.
Yeah. You just want to end stream here?
Let's just end stream, and I apologize everyone for the technical trouble.
We're working hard to get it fixed.
We really are. I've put together plans to build our new computer. I'm done buying prefab desktops.
Yeah.
Because we've been burned
so many times
on every single prefab desktop we've
Hey,
ever
Penclave Games! Welcome to the stream.
We are just about to end and do a raid.
Yeah.
We've grown exhausted by the lack of reliable internet connectivity.
Yes, absolutely, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes, I am about to embark on my very first campaign as a DM.
He plays as a player in my campaign. We do homebrew, 5th edition, whole bunch of stuff. We should do weekly D&D talks.
Yeah, sure.
You know what? Let's add it to our schedule. Let's say session is on Saturdays, Sundays. Let's do D&D talks. What do you think?
Okay with that.
We can start the stream with like a recap of the previous session, and then go into like Valhalla or something.
Yeah.
As soon as we get the
Freaking internet
capture card shit.
figured out.
Yeah. Do you want me to order a new capture card? Research some good ones. Stuff like that.
Let's get some research done. I feel like we should delay an actual purchase of one until after the first.
Yeah. Well, of course.
Yeah.
We've only got 12 days, so.
I know.
But yeah, sadly, we are wrapping up this stream. Penclave, blah, blah, blah. Penclave Games. If you want to talk D&D, you're more than welcome to join our Discord server. Bear Dogs Man and I are there like all day, hanging out. I'm there all day. I'm not in voice chat a whole lot because, but if you want to talk D&D, I'm available. So.
And you have expressed, because I've told you about my big bads.
Yes.
You have expressed some very high praise of the concept, at least.
I like it.
We'll
I like
see.
it a lot.
We'll see if I can deliver on execution.
So, but I think that's all mentally that we have today after all of these issues. So, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We really appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow to tell you how our first session of Bear Dog Man's, yeah, BDM. We'll let you know how his first session went tonight. We'll give you a recap.
I'm so glad that I don't have a fourth word in that. Starting with S.
Right. BDMs? BDMS?
BDSM.
Bear Dog Man.
Mm-hmm.
S. BDMS.
But if I had an S before the M.
Oh. Bear Dog Sexy Man.
Bear Dog Superman.
No, Bear Dog Sexy Man. Thank you for hanging out with us in all of our crazy. We'll be back tomorrow to let you know how Who's-Been's first D&D Campaign 1, Game 1 goes. We'll be back tomorrow. We're going to see if we can't get this capture card business up and running, see if there's any updates for any of them. It's going to be a whole day of troubleshooting. So, we'll see you tomorrow, 8 a.m. Central Time, U.S.
Or do we want to push it back to 9 since we've been having trouble hitting that 8 a.m. mark?
Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and push it back to 9 a.m. So we'll see you here in like 21 hours, guys. Thank you so much. Stay safe out there. We'll see you again tomorrow.